Hey everyone, it's Core Ross and welcome to the channel. Today we are flying back to Goldshaw Farm, which is a YouTube channel that I love watching, and I got into them during the COVID lockdown. But now it's a year later since I made my original flight there, and I wanted to see how things were. So I've got this, which is a flying paperclip of a plane. This actually cost me like £8 to buy this in game, and it's good because obviously it has like really good visibility, so I thought it'd be quite good for flying over the farm. And I have landed in this stream here, which looks quite nice, but actually it's just this two-dimensional picture. Um, so it's not exactly that well detailed, but it looked like a nice place to start from. And yeah, let's get in the plane and let's get going. So this is it. This is all we have here. This is our throttle, believe it or not. Yeah, this is it. I would not want to fly this in real life, I think. So we're going to switch on the engine. We're going to initiate the start. And that's it. Our engine is on. We just need to throttle up. And our engine gets going. Throttle up to maximum. Now I have noticed this plane does like to stall. Like it takes off very quickly, like we are already in the air. But if I was to pull up more, we'd stall and absolutely crash to the side, and that would be us done. Alright though, we're airborne. And the trees look a little bit two-dimensional. I've got to say, this game has not aged too well. I don't know what it is about it, but the game just doesn't look quite as good as I remember when it first came out. Obviously, it's not really a game either, it's a simulator. So you can't really think of it in the same way. Now this is my point of reference here, this large body of water that is pretty near the farm and is going to be able to help us find our location. Yeah, it's looking good. We're flying out. I don't know if the simulator has got worse as well, because you can see that there. That should be like mostly trees, but there's just trees missing. And like, yeah, if you look over there, it doesn't seem to be as full as it should be. And I don't know if that's because of updates or what. But yeah, it's got a few flaws. It's definitely aging. But still, for a flight simulator, it is sensational, and every so often your brain does kind of switch off and then you just enjoy the views. Also, there's no clouds today. It's actually a beautiful, like almost cloudless day. And the clouds do help this game look better, especially when there's cloud shadows and stuff too that you add to the depth. It doesn't quite have that today. But anyway, we are closing on Goldshaw Farm. Of course, they now have cows, and they've got calves, so we don't want to run them over when we get there. But I'm also curious to see if the satellite imagery has been updated since I was last year, which was just over a year ago in Flight Sim. And I've got a feeling that it's probably not been updated in the slightest, and I expect the same satellite data, so it's going to be very out of date, but we'll see. Alright, and now we need to figure out where the heck we're actually going. I think we're going roughly in the right direction, but the problem is, I'm not sure. Now that there, if we're going on the old satellite photography that they used to use, that could be it, because I remember it being quite brown compared to other places. And you see that there, that like stream, that looks so detailed, but that's just a 2D image. But it looks really good. It actually, this is when Flight Sim does kind of trick you. Because even that field next door is just a 2D image, but it looks real, which is cool. Now look, we've got some solar panels down there on that building. Yeah, you know what? I think that's it. I think we are heading to the right location. I wonder what the crops they grow here. Because obviously it looks like half the field has crops in it, and maybe the other half has something else growing in it. But you can tell that's where the tractor comes in and out. I love it. Yeah, that's it. That's Goldshaw Farm right there. Alright. Now, I'm not sure how we're going to make the landing. We'll take a little orbit off it and see what's down here before we figure that out. Of course, thankfully there is no cows to actually crash into. But if they're still in their winter enclosure, that is the barn there, and the cows would be all around that side of it. And there's the house. And then Toby Dog would be out here, I guess. But yeah, this satellite imagery is very out of date. This must be, what, 2 years or so old, or maybe more? There's almost nothing of what is going on. And then up here, obviously, we got a big pasture with weird crop marks up here, I gotta say. They were here last time too. So yeah, I think we'll try landing on that. That looks like the flatter ground, obviously, in this simulator. All this is the same flatness, but that looks better. It's slightly uphill though, so I think if we come in from that side and go uphill, I think that might be a softer landing. But yeah, we should be able to bring this in now. It is a pity it doesn't update. It would be so cool to like just even slightly more updated. You know, even if it was 6 months old, it'd be cool. Right, I'm gonna throttle it down, and we'll see how this baby comes in here. We'll come in right over the barn. I am coming in a little bit hot. See if we can bleed off some. We don't have flaps or anything in this thing. Try and bleed off some energy. Actually, I don't think we're doing too bad. It looks very dry here too. This must be what, the middle of summer when these photos were taken. There we go though. So we are done. We'll just try and orientate it because this thing doesn't have a parking brake either. And we will switch off the engine. And we'll get on the external camera. For some reason I am rotated. Like, what the heck is this? Is it because I'm on a slope? Is that why the camera is like this? What the heck? There we go. Wow, you know what though? This little plane here, even though obviously this is a small plane, you can obviously see the Persian in it. You can see how big this chunk of land is. Like, that's something. Look at that. Damn, that's sizable. Now, what I thought I would do, because we can do this, is I did want to come back here potentially in the winter and see what it was like here. But we don't have to, so we can go off to live weather. And we can go to snow depth. Now it is a bit crazy because you can basically see that it goes up to basically 2 meters in snow depth. But the only difference appears to be the fact that it just starts appearing on the houses. But yeah, look at that. So this is what it would look like in the winter. We can go down as well. You can clearly see this is not 2 meters of snow because there's still grass poking up. But yeah, here we are. This is now the winter wonderland. Let's head out. It really is a lot of room. Look at that plane there. Damn, you really get the scale. But down here, like obviously these buildings don't exist. We've got the barn, but it's a very small barn. Height-wise anyway, it's big, yeah. It's big width-wise, but this game does not have the height at all. Look at that. Make a lovely house. Yeah, maybe we can do a barn conversion. And then this is the actual house. So yeah, very cool. We have successfully landed at Goldshaw Farm in the winter. And that's freaking brilliant. Obviously not technically. If I was here in the winter, my plane would have frozen up because it's a flight sim. And I would have fallen out of the sky. Which we might have to do in the winter. Maybe we'll do that. But yeah, very cool. Alright guys, thanks for watching. And I'll catch you next time.